Someone today with me. He's Prakash, by the way. He's also one of the founder members. Although I'm the original founder of BeMe, but no one acknowledges that, including him. And that's the conflict between me and him, that why don't you acknowledge that? So, because this is such a, like, look at the world right now. You see your friends or your colleagues, or forget about that, your neighbors. There is so much of conflict around us, right? Like, people are fighting for petty issues like, your car was 1 inch inside my parking slot or something like that. And we often wonder, like, don't you wonder that why aren't we able to resolve conflicts in a healthy manner?
Yeah.
And then we reflect back to our childhood, and it's like nobody taught us that. Like, we mostly saw our parents fighting behind the door because they didn't want us to get that exposure of the fight that they were having. Because it was considered that, okay, children should not get exposed. But like, there are these many other conditionings that we have gone through, which made us believe that conflicts are bad.
Yeah.
And then second, we don't know how to resolve the conflict.
Yes.
Is that something that you've observed too?
Yeah, I think the way we are brought up is either like go aggressive and then fight it all out, or be submissive and then run away from there. Leave it.
Yeah. So like, in the name of maintaining peace.
Yes. Okay. So we are not used to, or we are not trained, or we are not even exposed to, how do I even talk it out? I think that's a biggest life skill that I think we have been missing. And as you said, I can see it in our apartment. I have heard from other friends how small issues are fought on emails, and then sometimes it also comes out on street.
Yeah, I think relationships also, right? In the relationships also, we don't know how to resolve conflicts.
Yes.
And then, most of the time, one of the partner would be like holding it inside, and the resentment builds, and then one day there's explosion.
Yes.
And I know we say that it's all ego issues and blah blah blah, but
right.
I think the basic thing about us, if we don't understand, then we will not even go to that stage of resolving conflicts, isn't it?
Right.
So that's why I got Prakash here. The number one reason we have conflicts, but we are still working together, right? So we figured out a way to coexist. So that's something I wanted to bring here. Like, how do open learners in BeMe learn to resolve conflicts? And is it okay to have conflicts? And if it's okay to have conflicts, how does a BeMe system looks at it?
Oh yeah, we have a lot of conflicts in BeMe. Everywhere, every corner, every day,
Exactly.
From morning to evening we have conflicts.
Yeah.
And to an extent, like sometimes it feels like, why are we giving so much freedom?
Okay.
But the way we have designed ourselves, our environment is to have that provision for children where they can actually have the freedom to even fight it out. The systems, as when it comes to systems, we have a judiciary committee, which we started as a judiciary committee, one committee wherein if you and me are in conflict, then
which we are always. Okay.
Yeah, and if I hit you for some reason, then you
Okay.
so you can go and write a complaint and then put it in a complaint box.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there are children. There are children in the judiciary committee, and then our case comes for hearing.
Oh, wonderful!
And they will call both of us,
Wonderful.
And then they will listen to your side of the story.
Yeah.
They will listen to my side of the story.
Wonderful.
And sometimes
I'm right most of the time. Okay.
Yeah. So then the dialogue goes, and then sometimes it's very superficial that we are talking about. You poked me, and that's why I hit you. Sometimes it is something like spillover of last week, last month, something like that, so that it can unfold in many ways. So that's how the hearing goes. And initially, when we had this system, like it kept the number of complaints kept increasing.
Okay.
So then we evolved a little bit further. Then we said, okay, before you actually put a complaint, can you do a reflection?
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection. Okay, why did it happen? Why did did I cause it? Did other person cause it and all that? So little bit of a self-reflection. And then if you are able to do that reflection and then do something about it, then you don't need to come there.
Okay.
That was the first level. Then if you are not able to and still you want some help, you don't have to come again to the judicial committee directly, but you have a listening buddy.
Okay.
So you can go to a listening buddy and then share what happened and then talk about it.
Okay.
So there are some more steps. So if that also does not help, then you go to your Sakha faculty and then talk it out. And so if that also does not help, then come to conflict resolution team.
So what I hear from you is, since conflicts are originating here first, right? I have a difference of opinion, or I dislike what you are doing, and I kind of want to go my way, but you're pulling me your way. Like, multiple things, but the conflict is still inside of me, isn't it? Yes. So what I want to do is, I want to look at myself first. Where is it originating? Yeah. And then maybe only if it is required for me to talk to the other person, then I go ahead and do that, right? Yeah. So in judiciary system, do you have this, this is wonderful that you're allowed to feel what you're feeling, which is, one of the key things, because in the childhood, I remember when I was small, like my mother slapped me for crying or feeling the certain way, or she would give me like food or something, like some distraction, or take me to the terrace and show me crows or something like that. Right. So there was always this impression that I got that it's not okay to feel the way I'm feeling. Yeah. And that made me feel that, okay, I cannot express it. And that's what built up inside. So all that built up inside then came out as anger towards somebody, or resentment towards somebody, or things like that. And I think that what Prakash said is, children are allowed to feel in BeMe. They can feel anger towards someone. They can even if they are coming to a stage where they have ended up hitting someone, nobody's going to judge them, but we are going to look at that and ask them what else you could have done, right? Yes. Right? Yeah. So that's like empowering them in a way, right? Yeah. That how can you take care of your feelings in different ways? Right. How can you express? Yeah. So we also at if sometimes the conflicts are pretty deep, and we also have a BeMe laws. So we all have come together and then created some laws. Children and faculty all working in BeMe. So if some conflicts are like, okay, you should not eat here, and then you eat, and then I put a case, and then it's like, it's clear. Law says, okay, you should not, and then, okay, it's very black and white. Black and white. So some cases could be black and white. Like that, but many times they are not. Yeah. And that's when we need a dialogue. Yeah. And this is, like, we are going to have conflicts all through our life, and we need a system wherein, like, okay, we can talk about our feelings. We need to talk about, okay, what is our preference. Not everybody can work in our own preference, but I have my own preference also. And then when things are not done in my own way, then I feel in a certain way, and then probably I might end up taking some action inconsistent with that, and that's natural to happen, and it can happen to anybody. And that's why we need to have a platform where I can talk about my can feel safe. Yes. Yeah. So I think that's what is the key takeaway, right? Children feel safe to express, and also they feel they're heard. Yeah. And they also get a platform to do a self-reflection of where is the feeling taking them. Yes. Is it taking them in some place where they are violating somebody else's boundaries, like touching someone or hitting someone? Correct. Or abusing someone, or they are expressing in a healthy way. So let's talk about that, right? So does BeMe also talk about how to express in a not talk about, but is there a system that kind of makes them, learn about a healthy expression?
Yes.
Okay.
So as part of this committee hearing, or even otherwise the previous steps before coming to judicial committee, we have certain guidelines, and we use this non-violent communication.
The book. Oh,
yeah. So that is as one of our backbone in when it comes to conflict resolution, when it comes to communication. So that book Marshall Rosenberg has written gives a very nice framework to communicate our feelings and what are we expecting from the other person, and in a very not in a demanding way. It is as a request. It's a very good framework. So we are following that.
What I'm trying to make you aware that if we expose the children to this fact that it's okay to have conflict, it's okay to express, it's okay to feel the way you are feeling, and then let's figure out the healthy way of expression of those feelings, then the child may grow up to be, and become an adult who is empowered and who knows how to be in the world, which is full of conflicts, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just talking about how 40-50-year-old people also are struggling with this, and how important is this to have. Most relationships fail because people don't know how to express.
Yes. Yeah.
Ah, that's a lot. I just feel the whole conflict energy coming up here. Anything else you want to add, Prakash? I know I've been talking. That's what I do. I dominate him.
Yeah, that's all for now.
Really? This is easy, okay? So my energy, the dominating energy, won. Any questions you have? Listen, anything you want to ask? I know she's there. She is one of those people who supports me in all the lives. Thank you so much, Rasona, for being there. Anything you want to ask? No, doesn't look like. Okay, thank you so much. So, okay. Human Ganesh. Okay. I think that's one of my. I think one of the group members. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lisona. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you so much for joining. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye, everyone.